Hello everyone, this is Valen. The topic I want to talk to everyone about today is both communication and holding space for each other, and also self-confidence. So for those who don't know, I recently had a relationship end on this trip. It had to do with once I decided that I needed to go to a new place. I did want this partner of mine to come with me. They didn't want to come, and I knew that I had to do what was right for me, which was telling me to come here, and so they ended the relationship with me. Sadly, it then became very combative, where they said they would be at my house at a certain time when I get back. I need to have all their things. I said fine, but then I got an email saying the same thing, and also saying that they would call the police if those things weren't out there. And then they sent me an email calling me a lot of names, and I read it and felt sad for the person, because not those things. But one of the things did kind of hit me, and I always think that if you do have a reaction, if somebody calls you something or says something about you, and you do have a reaction to it, then maybe a little bit of it is true. And the part that I had a reaction to was that they said I didn't have any self-confidence. And it's something I've worked on over the years, and still work on sometimes. And what I realized was that when I am trying to please someone else, I always know that somehow I will not meet their expectations. And that's when my confidence goes down. But when I am moving from my heart, instead of trying to figure out what someone else wants from me, I feel totally confident in what I'm doing. And so I thought about it, and over the years, I've been working on more and more listening to my heart and my soul instead of what someone else wants me to do, and that is why my confidence has gone up. But I still do get caught in the loop of wanting to keep someone, wanting to make someone happy, not wanting to have someone angry with me. And that's when my confidence goes down, when I'm not doing what I should be doing for me. And I think these wounds for me come from, I was raised in a religious family, and everything I was taught about God was you have to accept God, but then you have to do everything right, because you're not pleasing God if you're not doing everything right by this book. And so it's like a mixed message. Am I loved for who I am, or do I have to get it all right and do everything perfectly to be loved? And I feel like that was the message that I was given, and I realized I've been living my life that way. And as I become closer and closer to the divine, I realize that I'm loved just for how I am, and that every day is a growing experience. And yes, I mess up. I am not perfect. I am human. But that's how I learn. And I'm not going to berate myself for the times I've made mistakes. I'm going to learn from them. And I will apologize to people that I've hurt. Yet, I will also know that at that time, I was at that level, and now I'm at a different level. And I think we need to all hold each other in grace and realize that everyone is doing the best that they can at the time. I have no bad feelings towards this person that the relationship just ended with. I know that she's doing the best she can where she's at. And so I just ask that we send love and compassion to one another and hold each other in that space. What a different world it would be if we could. And I also think, if you haven't listened to Matt Kahn, Kahn, he has a wonderful talk on twin flames versus soulmates. And he says a twin flame is someone who wants everything to be their way, wants you to behave according to their way. They get upset if you're spending time with yourself. They're like, what are you doing? You're not spending time with me. Real love and a soulmate kind of love is someone that says, I want you to be happy. I want the best for you, even if that journey doesn't include me. That's love. And I think that's the love. If you look at nature and look at this entire universe, that's the love that is underlying everything. We all have free choice. So much love and so much beauty. We are all free to be ourselves. We're free to experience all the emotions. We're free to experience not being confident and being confident. So I wish you well today. I wish that whatever issues you're dealing with, that you hold yourself in grace, because the universe is holding you in grace. And that is the beauty. That is the beauty of every moment. That is the beauty of love. And I invite you today to follow your soul and where it's leading you, even if that doesn't include me.